The psychology of money and the psychology of money and financial success has little to do with intelligence and everything to do with behavior. Have you ever wondered how someone with high academic success can have less wealth than someone who never studied finance at all? Human behavior drives financial outcomes, from something as large as a nation's economy to something as small as your personal finances, and it's also the hardest thing to understand. In this video, we'll explore the key lessons from Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. No one is truly crazy about money. What we believe about how the world and money work comes not from reality itself, but from our personal experiences. If you live in a country with high inflation, saving feels unsafe and spending fast feels logical. But if you live where money is stable, saving feels wise and rewarding. Two equally intelligent people can have completely different views on money simply because they have lived through different circumstances. Every financial decision we make is justified by what we know at that moment, fitted into our personal model of how the world works. So yes, we all do things that may look crazy with money, but really, no one is crazy. Our actions make sense to us based on what we've lived. Luck and risk play a much bigger role than we like to admit. Bill Gates once said Microsoft might not exist if he hadn't gone to Lakeside School, a place with early access to computers. He wasn't the only bright student there. Paul Allen and Kent Evans were his close friends, just as talented. Everyone thought all three were destined for success, but Evans died before even graduating. We see success, but not the luck and tragedy behind it. Not every success is purely hard work, and not every failure is laziness. Extreme results often come from extreme luck or risk, and nothing is ever as good or as bad as it seems. Accepting this helps us forgive ourselves and keep playing until the odds turn in our favor. Many people want to be rich, but few define how much is enough. At a billionaire's party, Kurt Vonnegut told Joseph Heller that their host made more money in one day than Heller had made from his famous novel Catch-22. Heller replied, "Yes, but I have something he will never have, enough." That's the danger of never being satisfied. You can have wealth, property, and power, but still lose it all chasing more. Real happiness isn't in constant growth. It's in contentment. Avoid comparing yourself to others. There will always be someone richer or more successful. And some things are never worth risking, no matter the reward: your reputation, freedom, family, and peace of mind. The power of compounding is the most underrated force in finance. Warren Buffett's fortune, over $100 billion, mostly came after he turned 50. His true secret isn't just skill, it's time. Compounding works like planting a tree. You see little change at first, some growth after 10 years, and something extraordinary after 50. Good investing isn't about chasing the highest return. It's about earning solid returns you can maintain for decades. As Charlie Munger says, never interrupt compounding unnecessarily. Getting rich and staying rich are two different skills. To get rich, you need optimism and risk-taking. To stay rich, you need humility and caution. Survival matters more than brilliance, because compounding only works if you stay in the game long enough. You can be wrong half the time and still win. Haynes Berggruen, a famous art collector, bought thousands of pieces, but only a few became valuable masterpieces. He succeeded because he allowed himself to be wrong often. The world runs on the 80-20 rule. A few big wins make up for many small losses. Warren Buffett owned more than 400 stocks, but most of his wealth came from just 10. The same goes for Netflix. Hundreds of shows, only a few global hits. The key is to stay in the game long enough for the few big wins to pay off. True wealth is freedom. Morgan Housel once dreamed of becoming an investment banker because they made a lot of money, but during his internship he saw the truth. They made so much because they worked endless hours. If your time isn't yours, even work you love becomes misery. The highest form of wealth is waking up and saying, "I can do whatever I want today." Money buys freedom, the ability to choose what you do, when, with whom, and for how long. That freedom is priceless. Wealth is what you don't see. Flashy spending shows the tip of the iceberg. True wealth is the money not spent. When people say they want to be millionaires, they often mean they want to spend $1 million, but spending $1 million is the opposite of being one. Real wealth is hidden. It's freedom, flexibility, and security. Spending to show others how much you have is the fastest way to have less. Always leave room for error. Relying on one paycheck or one investment is fragility, and what's fragile eventually breaks. Thank you for watching.